Okay. But yes, welcome back to the space. Shout out to all of the channel members here in the space. If you're interested in a personal reading, all that jazz, all of my links are in the description box. And at the end of the live, I'll remember to put it inside of the comments for you all to check out. At the end of the session, if you're interested in extra content, feel free to check out my membership areas, as well as I have a money guided meditation that is popping off on Thursday. So if you are if you are if you are in the Butterfly School of Transformation, you already have access to the guided meditation, so no worries. If you're interested, check out the links and things that'll be at the end of this video, or you can just go to my website and you'll see them there under the classes and the guided meditations to get registered for that session. All right, y'all. So this grandfather message. Y'all ready for this? Okay. Don't have your feelings in a bunch when you hear this, y'all. Take what resonates. If it does not resonate with you, then it's not yours, okay? But there's a message in here that someone needs to hear because they're going through something similar, or they may be coming across something that's very similar. But this message I was hearing was, hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. And so I was talking with them like, what does that mean? And they're like, you see the picture clear when it's over. So it's always easy to look back behind you in hindsight at what has happened and see the situation clearer for what it really was, okay? And then I heard cheaper to keep her. There was a grandfather who chose a partner that he wasn't completely satisfied with. It was cheaper in his eyes, because that's part of the message of what's coming out. It was cheaper in his eyes to stay in the situation and, you know, keep things going the way that it was going. Okay? But it was only because it was cheaper and it felt like it was easier to not have to deal with an ending. It was cheaper to not have to deal with the divorce, to not have to deal with the breakup. It was cheaper to just satisfy someone. Okay? But they were not happy with the main person. And I say main person because your granddaddy had another person. Okay? This is who I'm talking to. And you gonna know if this touches you. They may even, like the main, they may have stopped sleeping in the same bed. They weren't really affectionate. He was a provider. He was there. He was present. But there was no emotional love. And she felt it too. She knew it too. And that's this grandmother energy that's coming on the other side. So I don't know if this is some grandparents who both are passed over. Or it could be that those who are resonating, one of you all are resonating with the grandfather energy, and then another individual is resonating with the grandmother energy. But it's something about not being completely fulfilled and needing to have another person. Let's get into it. Because someone is questioning the next steps of a relationship, or someone is in a relationship and they're not happy. So whether you're thinking of cheating, already cheating, thinking of a second partner, something of the sort, okay? This feels like a big web of stuff. Like, okay, I'm hearing the song, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. They both knew that they weren't each other's first choice, y'all. You never know the feeling of emptiness of laying with someone and knowing that it was never the person that you wish that you could have been laying with. He loved her, cared about her, all of that, took care of her, but he wasn't in love. There was no excitement. Something about religion is playing in here as well. I'm hearing, I'm feeling the Hierophant energy. Something with religion is playing a mode in here. Religion and divorce and what things would look like. But then also the things that your grandpa liked to do behind the scenes, honey. It wasn't always in alignment, okay? He liked to have a little drinky drink sometime. He liked to have a little smoky smoke sometimes. And that didn't always sit right with the pastors and stuff and all that. So it's like needing to find a middle ground when it came to living the life that he wanted to live. Okay, grandfather, what's coming out with this energy? The Four of Knives, the Three of Knives, and the Eight of Coins. The first thing I felt when I pulled these cards is like, the Four of Knives makes me feel this aspect of not wanting any drama, not wanting any issues, not wanting any problems, okay? So you go along with what needs to go along with to keep the peace, to keep the rest, to keep all of that going, okay? But sometimes doing those things to keep the peace, something dies inside of someone. Someone loses. In those moments of trying to keep the peace in a relationship or a connection that you're not all the way in, the only peace is an outward peace of that person, but spiritually, your spirits feel it. So you don't have peace inside, okay? And that person doesn't have it either because they feel that something is off. They feel like, I don't have all of you. They feel it. I'm missing a part of you. I don't have all of you. A part of you is somewhere else. It's not here. And so that goes down to the Eight of Coins of making something happen. He's budgeting in this card. So budgeting with what you have. It gives a vibe of you have a job, it's a steady job, you got insurance, it pay the bills. You may not have a lot left over to have fun with or whatever, but you have what you need. It does the job. You got food on the table, it does the job, but you're bored. Okay? You're bored. There's no excitement. There's nothing to intrigue. So that's why it was little drinking and little smoking to get out of reality. And some of you all may be in that same space is what I'm hearing. So sometimes the indulging in things, it doesn't mean like, oh, it's because something is not intriguing you as much. It's not exciting you as much. Don't get stuck into a routine in this Eight of Coins where you're just going to work, paying bills, doing bills, making this out, going to eat, coming home, coming home, watching your show, watching TV, going to bed, wake up in the morning. It's a routine. What is that routine doing for you? Okay? And this is giving a vibe of whatever you do, do not get stuck in a routine. Something may feel like it's cheaper to keep them in the short term, but in the long term, that money getting pulled from somewhere. You remember, money is your energy and your time. It's getting pulled from your budget. And it may look like something is more difficult, but is it? It's something about having balance between comfort and what you desire. Someone may be denying themselves of what they desire out of fear of comfort, but the comfort is sometimes what keeps you stagnant. It's hard to develop and grow when you're in that space of comfort. So this grandfather ancestor energy is saying, make sure you're not staying in a state of comfort because you're like, it's cheaper to keep it. It's better to just stay here. It's better to keep this going in this manner. It's better to keep staying in this house because all my stuff is here. I know the neighborhood. I know all that. Instead of thinking of, oh, well, I really want to live over in this space and I want to have this view and I want to have all that. It may look like in the short term. So this doesn't have to be just relationship energy. I'm hearing your grandfather say it literally could be anything of you choosing to stay somewhere and to continuously do something because it seems like it's easier. Anytime you are doing something just because it seems like it's easier, you are going to lose. You're going to lose. This gives the energy of dying unfulfilled. See the dog pissing on the grave? You disrespect yourself when you don't allow yourself to experience the things that God has created here on this earth for you to experience. They had us believing back in the day that we couldn't do these things. They had us out here in the sharecropping and buying land off of them, making it feel like we couldn't own our own land. But yes, we could. It may have felt like it was simpler and easier to keep renting this land as a sharecropper and we're steadily being in debt and steadily owing you, when in reality we could have got together, bought some land together and divvied it out. Some of y'all have a great-great-grandfather who owned land in the South, and it wasn't normal for them to own land in this space, and it got stolen from them. That's a whole nother conversation. But this right here, I'm hearing make it happen, Captain. Make it happen, Captain. They're not stealing your dream and your vision this time. And I'll be damned if I let you get rid of it. I'll be damned if I let you be your worst enemy. Okay, this grandfather like damn. Okay, because as I said that damn, I felt it come from the soul. You hear me? I'll be damned if I let you make those same mistakes. Or you're going to find yourself being reincarnated, coming back here, because pissing on the grave, right? Coming back here trying to fulfill those same things that you didn't do in the past life. Easier is not always easy. Something has to pay, okay? Just like when people were saying, oh, it's free. You paying some way. Something, you paying some kind of way, okay? You're paying some kind of way. So ain't nothing really free. So if you thinking going just the free route is, oh, ain't nothing really free. Okay? Could put that in your pipe and smoke it. And toodaloo. What do that mean? Toodaloo. Sounds like a... Or is it like skedaddle? Skedaddle, because I'm hearing skedaddle now. Skedaddle. Skedaddle along. Like scurry along. Go skedaddle along. Scurry along. This season of your life, do the things, granddaddy and the people, what? That you really want to do. Just because your family or something is saying, oh, I don't think they're a good fit for you. If you feel that they are, does your family live the life that you agree with? Let's start there before you go accepting their opinions and thoughts of what you're doing and what you're connecting to. Because everyone who has an opinion, because everybody got an opinion just like an asshole. Okay? make sure that the person whose opinion that you're getting is in alignment with what you really want. Because it could be some more people who just took the comfortable route, who just did what was meant to be doing because it was the right thing to do. And so now they unhappy. Okay? Listen, I told you I don't... This gives an energy of a grandfather who was pushed into marrying like the woman who, you know, she had a certain way of presenting and, you know, a good girl and all of that. But he liked the one that would bust it open. Okay? Like, I can't get around that. He liked the one in the red dress with the little thigh showing. Okay? He said it was fun. She kept him on his toes. Okay? So, take with this what you must. Okay? But I'm hearing him say all them people that be talking about the little hot things, they really be wanting the hot thing, okay? And they just doing what all they people be telling them what to do. Because even in that thing, the hoe ain't always a hoe. It's just that back then, how they presented themselves, they were one. Okay? I told y'all, this ain't everybody's granddaddy. You got to take what resonates. I knew it wasn't going to be with everybody's granddaddy. I knew it wasn't, but somebody needed to hear it. You define. You define it. You define it. Stop letting society define to you what is right and what's wrong. Because I'm literally hearing him say that's why most of us was cheating. So then you got, it's like society pins people against each other, okay? They pin the good girls against the bad girls. So they want the good girls to feel like they're better than the bad girls, right? So they walk around high and mighty. I'm worthy to be chosen. I'm this, I'm that. I've saved myself. I'm this, I'm that. To try to down the women who are more free and just open about themselves. They don't care. When in reality, they are the same. And most of the men that just settled with the women who were the picture perfect, they were craving the other. They were craving the other woman. Because she spoke to his masculinity and what he was seeking. And what he needed. He didn't want a woman that was okay with everything. He didn't want one that was just a princess pillow. Okay? So I don't know if there is also a feminine on here who's holding back from, grandfather's not saying be a hoe, right? He ain't saying go out there and just be out here hunching on everything they got to stick, okay? But he's saying, don't get so high and mighty into who you are and allow your lifestyle to make you feel as if you are above another woman's lifestyle. Because you're not. You're not. You're not. The main men that be online talking about, the main men online talking about the women are the main ones that will be in their inbox or in the newspaper with wanted ads, okay? Putting fake ads in the newspaper to try to lure somebody in, okay? That was happening. Society will try to pit people against each other to feel like, oh, you're better than the other. You're better than the woman who had sex before marriage. You're better than the woman who has a child out of wedlock. You're better than the woman who doesn't cook or clean. You're better than the woman who isn't a size 32 in the waist. You're better. It was a lie. Many men like that other side of the feminine energy, which is why they seek it out on the low. Don't get caught up in those conversations of who's better than who's worthy of this and who's not. Because you're going to have another thing coming. You're going to have another thing coming if you're feeling that way and thinking that way. You're going to get proved wrong real fast. Grandfather got me sweating. Let me go put some deodorant on. Get my lavender roly-poly deodorant on. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 60 seconds. Child, I'm finally losing some dang on weight, honey. I ain't gained all that weight back. I'm losing it. I told y'all I'm getting back into my jeans. You hear me? I'm getting back into them jeans. I'm not buying no new pants. I'm not. But I done lost some weight, y'all. Y'all see, I'm losing it, y'all. I still got all this, but I'm losing it. I done lost a few pounds now, okay? Whew, granddaddy. What's up? Do what you want to do. Choose who you want to choose. Stop making decisions and choices based off what other people tell you you need to do and why they tell you that you need to do it. Choose your partners wisely. Okay? Because the wrong partner can send you down a lifetime of hell. And a lot of those people that you be choosing or who can be chosen because they look picture perfect, okay? Them be the main ones that put you through hell when you don't want to be there no more. You want to know why? Because they've been brainwashed into feeling they are the perfect person. How dare you not want them? How dare you throw them out there? How dare you leave them a single parent? How dare you do this? How dare you do that? Their ego gets messed up. Okay? And then you start seeing their dark side come out. And you be like, dang, when did Mother Mary turn dark like that? Okay? Because it's always been there. Was just never allowed to have the balance. Meanwhile, you got the woman over here with the velvet letter, okay, with the scarlet letter. And she been operating in her energy. Okay? She been operating in the light and the dark. I don't know. I don't know. You got parenting coming out and forgiveness. So this could be a co-parent situation that we're tapping into now. If someone has been thinking about who they procreated with, their partner that they procreated with, is giving this vibe of like forgiving yourself firsthand. Forgive yourself for the choices that you made. Forgive yourself for the relationships that you built. Forgive yourself for the relationships that you nurtured. And the reason for the forgiveness is one of those because it's the relationships that you knew you didn't really, you kind of kept it going, right? Because I'm hearing usually the child comes after you knew you were supposed to break up. It's like you get a warning. Someone had a child with someone after going back and it still didn't work out. I'm hearing him say, you better not try to make it work out now. Okay, take it as what it is. Take your blessings that came through the way of the children. But you need to forgive yourself and you need to forgive that parent. You need to forgive the other person. I don't know if somebody in here got cheated on. Okay, you need to forgive them. Okay, you just need to accept that you were not the type of fun that they wanted. Okay, they did you a service. So now you can go out and find the real fun that you really want. Because most times, both people are faking. Both times, both people are trying to make something work. Anytime you are trying to make something work, anytime you are trying to finagle and find a way, it ain't meant to work. And both of y'all faking. Because I'm hearing specifically somebody in here had a breakup child. It was like a breakup child. And you better love on that child. You better not look at that child any differently. I don't hear nothing about, you just like your no good mama. And you just like your no good daddy. You made the decision and the choice. Now live up to it and make the best of it. And don't go around making the same choices. 33. Change it. You know better now. Okay? Because now this grandfather getting into some stuff about the ways of the world. Okay? He don't want to hear nothing from somebody out here with 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, and you out here talking about some men ain't ish. What were your decisions, ma'am? Then the man, these women ain't, all they want to do is put us on child. If you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you ain't got to get put on child support. Now, if you may have a woman who is just like, if I can't have you, you can't have the kid either, right? You need to fight it in the courts. But you need to be there for that child. You ain't gonna like that karma. Ask Brian McKnight. 44. You ain't gonna like the karma of you not being there for that child. I'm just going off of what he said. This is going off the aspect of people who are not taking accountability for their actions. So you mad at how ain't none of your baby daddies stayed, but why you keep choosing the same kind? Why you keep going after the same kind of energy that ain't really what you need or deserve or desire? Or maybe you just going after the motherfuckers that just don't do it. Okay? But stop blaming them for being them. That man got kids. How he got time to be laid up with you every night? And you mad that when you get pregnant by him, this how he act. He was at your house every night. When was he ever with his first kids? Huh? Main female in imprisonment. Don't allow yourself to get locked into situations. People only get locked into situations when they allow themselves to get stuck and locked into those situations. Okay? It only happens when they allow themselves to get locked into those situations. Nothing can happen without you affirming and allowing it to happen. A lot of 9 energy and 6 energy, actually 3, 6, and 9. So 369 frequency, that's the manifestation frequency. Stop being dumb. Like, this grandfather energy just feels so on one. Because someone is not, I don't know, and I don't think it's just like y'all, like, and that's the thing. This may be someone that's near you, and he's just like, don't get caught up in the foolishness, or he's just upset with the way of the world right now, and he's saying, don't get caught up in it. Grandfather, we need to calm down, sir. That's what we need to do, because I'm cute today and I'm not trying to be. We need to calm down. What else you got? Balance. Balance and communication. When you get with someone or have a child with someone that creates life, you know, I said creates life, a child is life, right? You create life with another person. There's a next level responsibility that you have now to that child. It's time to stop thinking about what didn't work out, what went wrong, who didn't show up the way that they needed to show up. It's time to stop thinking about that. It's time to stop getting into that space. And now, look at what's ahead, because what has happened. And that's where this forgiveness aspect, what has happened. So now what can be done to keep from making the same choices? What could be done from making the same decisions? What can be done to do the opposite? To not deny of self or deny self. It happened. It's over. So now, what are you going to do to move ahead and literally cut it out to be what it is? No more regrets on what you did. You was with someone, it didn't work out. You upset on who you decided to have a child with. Why did it have to be you? Blah, blah. All of that is over. Rest in that spiritual marriage that you have with that child now. And what you have with yourself. The responsibility that you have with yourself now. Because that's all that matters. But from this point forward, be more careful who you pick up in grocery stores next time. Okay? Who got that reference? Who got the reference? Who just got the reference? Who got the reference? Hey, Tay. Hey, Lingerous. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, D. Hey, Tay. Hey, Reclaiming Our Throne. How you doing, Pooh? Hey, Samaj. Hey, Warren. Hey, Bree again. Look, you said the baby did it. You said, are we talking about Whole Foods or Walmart? You might want to go to the farmer's market next time, okay? You might want to go to the farmer's market if that's the type of person you looking for, okay? You might want to go to the farmer's market, Pooh. Ciao. If y'all enjoyed the grandfather message, we're going to get into another ancestor message in a second. Make sure y'all hit the like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video out, check out membership area, check out my guided meditation that I am doing on Thursday. I'll have the links and things at the end of the video for you to check out when the video is over, okay? Y'all was like, baby, it's a difference. It's a difference. We're gonna start, Grandma, I'm gonna just say at 44 minutes and 44 seconds, since that's what we already on with the fours today. So we just gonna vibe it out for a minute and a half. Ooh. Let me shuffle out this energy. Had a lot of eyelashes in my eye coming out. I feel like the granddaddy always coming through on some stuff, though. I feel like grandfather's energy always comes through on some stuff.